So I haven't really talked about this. I guess it's part of me trying to show that everything is okay. But even if I think it doesn't affect me, it still affects me one way or another, if I like it or not. So therefore, it is important to talk about it, not only to help myself in the process of dealing with it, but also help others, somebody else who's dealing with the same thing or will experience in the future. Now, where, who, and why is not the point of this video. I'm gonna respect the victims, the families, and the establishment where it took place. I can only say that it was on national news, so enough people already talked about the case. This video is about the experience of being in a public place in a very unusual, dangerous situation and what I took from it. As some of you know, I had a small retail business in the mall. It was one of the busiest days. The mall was packed. Everywhere you look, it was crowded. Everybody was shopping. We were making sales. And then around the evening, all of a sudden out of nowhere, I heard these bang bang noises, probably about 200 feet away from me. It sounded like either fireworks or gunshots. Now keep in mind the mall was crowded with people and it was loud, but I could still hear the noises louder than anything else. Soon after, I hear people screaming and I see waves of hundreds of people just running all over the place. On that moment, everything was like in slow motion. I was shocked and confused at the same time because I didn't know anything. I didn't know what happened, if anybody got hurt. I just remember that the first thing I thought about was, damn, there goes my holiday season. So I immediately told my workers to go hide inside the store behind the counter. When suddenly, I saw something that was kind of like taken out of an action movie. About 10 police officers storming into the area, ready. And they were all yelling, stay inside, take cover. A few seconds later, again, bang noises. I think now at this point, it was already clear to everybody that it was not fireworks. After a few long minutes of hiding that really felt like forever, they announced that the mall is now closed. And when I stepped outside, I saw all kind of like news crews and ambulances and police sirens everywhere. It was just big chaos all over the place. People were crying. When I got home, I watched the news to kind of understand what exactly happened. Well, apparently someone, for unknown reasons, decided to shoot inside the mall. Now you gotta remember, we're talking about a place that me and many others, been going there for years. And we have never seen this mall like this before. We never imagined a scenario like this. The same place we're so familiar with turned into a shooting range. And let me tell you, that stuff will get to you. The reason I choose to tell this story is because it took me a while to process the experience. And I want to share with you what helped me recover and even improve, like a wake-up call from life. And yes, there's actually good things that you can take from a situation like this. The most important thing for me was to understand that something like this can happen anywhere. I have no control over it. It just happened to be at that place at that time. And it has nothing to do with me. Yes, I still go to the mall to this day. And no, I'm not crazy. Depends who you ask. Just like people who do like extreme sports and were involved in an accident or an injury, and as soon as they get better, they go back. I realized that preventing myself from going to that particular place, or really any other public place, is not going to help me in any way to solve my anxiety. Because it's not the place, it's the thoughts and the feelings that I attach to this place. So other than avoiding it, I have to deal with it. It's only when we truly reach full understanding of our fears and the cause of it is when we can truly solve them. Because if we don't, we let fear win. If I'll go to a mall or any other public place and all I think about is these bad things and the worst case scenario, I'll be living my bad thoughts and not the current reality. Because at this current moment, all those bad thoughts only exist in my head. While in reality, there's no threat right now. The way I see it, I've been going to malls and public places all of my life for years. So I'm not gonna stop going out because of one scary moment. I'm not gonna punish myself by letting fear win. Yes, I will be more aware, but I also remember that I don't control the environment around me. I only control myself and the way I can react to things. So when a bad situation will happen, if it happens, then I'll deal with it. And now I can go anywhere, fearless.